Hi everyone, I'm going to take a quick look at the ratings and review feature of providing services. I'm looking at my own LinkedIn profile and you can see towards the top here I have this grey panel called providing services. Almost everyone I know should have the ability to turn on this panel. If I click into there, this lists the services that I'm providing. It gives me space to describe what those services are, and now a new feature is down the bottom here, the reviews panel. Now at the time of recording this, very few people have got this feature, so if you come looking you might not see it yet, but you will get it in the fullness of time. And the way it works is that you can invite up to 20 people who you're connected with per calendar year to review your services. So you can click invite to review, and that brings up a screen that asks you which of the services you're providing you want to be reviewed for. So let's say I'm going to select content strategy, and then I'll click next, and then I'll get a screen that looks identical to the screen you see if you run a LinkedIn group and you want to invite members into the group. I'm going to invite a couple of people who have agreed to be part of a little test of this. So I'm going to invite my colleague Craig and also Masumi. There we go. So I've selected those two. That puts them over to the right hand side of the screen. I can invite up to 20 people if I want. Click invite, and that will send a notification to the other person to say John would like you to rate and review for the service that you've selected. Now, anyone who has rated and reviewed me, I can display their rating and their review. So those are listed in date order. You can't reorder these, and you can't actually ask for any tweaks to them either. I can see which ones I've sent, which ones I've received back in this review status panel. And this just shows if it says withdraw, it just means that I've sent the request and I haven't had a response yet. And one way I've found just to speed things up a little bit, because you can't rely on the other person receiving the notification, they might get buried and have loads of notifications to deal with, is if you click the message button, that will generate an automatic message to the person, and in there is the link to reviewing your services. So if you copy and paste that and put that into your own message, or even if you just send this automated message to them, that will spur them along. And once someone has actually reviewed you, it shows in this history what rating they give you, when they reviewed you, and what service it was for. So moving forward, I'm doing all of this in terms of me approaching others and asking them to review me. But in the future, it looks as though people will be able to take services from service providers on LinkedIn through a new marketplace, and then LinkedIn will start automatically asking those clients, what did you think of this service? Leave a rating and review. And unlike the traditional recommendation scheme, where you can ask for tweaks, you can decide not to publish a recommendation, you can't do the same with these ratings and reviews. So if someone does give you a bad review and write something bad, there's nothing you can do about it. So from that sense, it's a bit more independent than the recommendation system. So look out for this. I think it's a powerful new way of looking relevant to a potential new audience, and it is rolling out at the moment. I hope you find that helpful. Speak to you soon. Cheers.